Hi, my Vice Astrology Tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. My name is Christina. I will be your co-pilot. If you have a Cancer rising, Cancer sun, or Cancer moon, this is your August 2022 astrology forecast. All right, let's see what the cosmic weather is showing you this month. So here it is. Here is my little wheel, astrological wheel, and Cancer is in your first house. The month, August 1st, will start off with the Big Bang, the triple conjunction, actually in your 11th house. So I was talking about that in my previous videos, and that's going to be Uranus, North Node, and Mars conjunction in your 11th house. Here, you see? So in Taurus, Taurus is a fixed sign, it's an earth sign, it's very hard for him to change. 11th house is your social circle, and your friend zone, your tribe. Uranus over there with Mars could be like, you will have that kind of urge inside to belong from somewhere. So it could be like, you know what, I'm going to initiate right now on social media. I'm going to create a group, a tribe where I feel a sense of belongings. And also 11th house, because of, you know, Uranus and Mars conjunction in astrology could indicate war, or it could indicate, unfortunately, sudden death. 11th house is your friendship zone, your social circle. So you might going to have some kind of news about some friend passing away, or somebody from your tribe, from your social circle, a sudden death, like a crash, like an airplane crash, or because, you know, that's the accident indicators actually in astrology. But on the good side, it is definitely you're going to be an initiator, because Mars is the initiator and Uranus is to create a social group, and it could be online group. All right, so let's move to August 2nd. August 2nd, we're going to have Venus in Cancer, and it is sextiling with Uranus, and it's sextiling also with North Node. And it's going to sextile with Mars as well, right? With all of the signs. So Venus is in your first house, so you feel beautiful, you feel loved, you feel like, you know, this is time for me right now. And with this sextile, it is like, I feel like loved by other people. I feel like, you know, like what I was talking about, the Big Bang, the triple conjunction gonna happen in your 11th house. So you feel that kind of sense of belongings, and you feel the love from others. And it could be also like, you will have the money, because Venus also represents money, and you will have the money to do something, you know, or actually that is the Uranus Mars in your 11th house, it's second house from your 10th house, which is money from your career. And that's why you can change the appearance of you right now. So you want to buy a lot of new clothes, or new makeups, or you want to have a new hairstyle. And with Uranus, it's going to be very eclectic, something very unusual that you never worn before, or, you know, those clothes was very foreign and strange for you before, but right now you want to look different, and you're going to initiate that kind of change. Venus and Mars sextile, that's definitely, it could be like some kind of passion from a friend. So it could be like some kind of sexual intention from a friendship zone, and you were friend before, but right now you will feel that kind of chemistry between. Yes, and North Node is your karma. North Node is your purpose, the avenue that you're going to approach in life. And in 11th house is a very humanitarian house because it's belonged from Aquarius. But Taurus is down to earth. It's really fixed. And the two together, if you put together, it could be like Uranus in Taurus could be something with medical technology investment, or it could be like you're going to invest in some kind of so that's a new purpose. So it could be something with medical technology, or it could be something related to weather change, climate change. So that would be maybe perfect for you. Just check it out, okay? Or it could be also like you're going to belong from that groups. So it could be something like, where I live, I have a tribe and they are creating that kind of new and inventing new way of relate to earth, like Taurus is the earth over here. And I'm going to invest in that, or I'm going to be, you don't have to invest in that, but part of that group, because I really feel like I need some kind of new purpose and I find a new purpose in this area. And Uranus also indicates artificial intelligence, and it is also like, like devices, like computers and internet. So with that kind of North Node here and Uranus in your 11th group, it could be like you're going to create not a social group necessarily, but a non-profit somehow, which is going to get internet-based. It could be that as well. Okay, so let's move forward. So we're gonna move to August 4th, when Mercury actually is entering your 3rd house in Virgo. Mercury loves to be in Virgo, here it is, okay? Because it's exalted over here, it's home, because Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, so it loves to be here. It feels very comfortable and detailed and talkative. So in the 3rd house, it could be like you are preparing some kind of speeches, or it could be something like, yeah, it's a writing project. It's very detailed oriented. Maybe you had something behind, like bookkeeping, or you have to, yeah, a quick book, purchase a quick book or something like that when Mercury goes to Virgo. But definitely it's speech related, definitely it's data related. So you're collecting data. And, it could be even like you are collecting data because you will be investing in something. And 3rd house is crypto because it's rules Gemini, so it could rule cryptocurrency as well. So right now you're collecting the data and checking when did it go up and down, and you are actually learning about that, because 3rd house also is connecting with studying, but it's not a like a high education. It is like more like collecting data, and like it's not going to give you anything like a master degree, but still some kind of studying. Okay. And then we're going to go on August 7th, when Mars going to square Saturn. So Saturn is in your 8th house and Mars is in your 11th house. Okay, here it is. So these two going to create a square. Square is a challenging aspect in astrology. So it's coming up some kind of delays, or it could be some kind of challenge that is coming up in 8th house matters and 11th house matters. 8th house is other people's money, insurance. 11th house is also not just your social circle or a humanitarian project, it's also an investment or money from your career house, so, and friendship as well. But so with that saying, on Mars and Saturn square, it could be, as I said before, a friend could pass away, or it could be something like Saturn Mars square, it could be like some kind of insurance money. It's not coming through. It's going to get delayed, or mortgage that you were applying for. And you wanted to have that kind of humanitarian project, build something, but the money that you needed to build that, it's going to get delayed a little bit with this Saturn square. All right. So, you know, 8th house is the transformation house. It is the house of rebirth, the bank system. So it could be something like you wanted to go for a social event, maybe, you know, a friend's wedding or whatever, but somehow the bank is closed, and or something happened in the bank and you are not allowed to take your money out, or something happened with your credit card. Mars could be really like maybe somebody who pretended to be a friend, but you know, that stole something from your credit card or from your account. So it could be some kind of issue with that situation. And then let's go to August 9th, when Venus going to oppose Pluto. So Venus in Cancer going to oppose Pluto in Capricorn. That is the 7th and 1st house matter. And what can it be? So Pluto in your 7th house is representing transformation and rebirth in your one-on-one relationship. It's been here for a long, long time. So you are going through transformation for a long time. It could be your marriage, it could be a one-on-one friendship or a business partnership. And quite frankly, Pluto is sexuality, or so maybe your sex life is going through transformation. But because of you taking care of yourself, Venus in 1st house loves herself or himself, and it gives a lot of self-love to you. Maybe your partner or your significant other, your domestic partner, your husband, your wife, says, you know, it's too much self-love, it's too much attention for yourself, and where is the attention for me? I need some attention from you. That could be some kind of challenging situation over here. On the other hand, you know, I made a lot of video, and it's not, of course, for every single Cancer who I'm reading right now. And don't forget, when I'm reading you guys, I'm doing a whole sign tropical astrology because of the transit. It's the best way to do the readings. But of course, I don't see your natal chart. I don't know how those transit planets are related from your natal chart, right? So, however, how else can it affect some people? Pluto and Venus opposition could be some kind of forced sexual, it could be a sexual abuse from a partner, or from a business partner, or from a friend. And it doesn't have to be a rape exactly, but it could be some kind of harassment from my business partner, or you know, even from a significant other, unfortunately. All right. And what else is going on? So on August 10th, that is going to be Sun and North Node square, and August 11 going to be Sun and Uranus square. So Sun, it's still in your second house of your income, your salary, the money that you are working for, but that is your values also. And this is your belonging as well. So this is going to start to square with Uranus and North Node Sun. In the 11th house is second house. What can it be? So Sun Uranus, it could be like a disagreement with someone, about some kind of investment, for example, or because of just my friends, and friend zone is seeing everything totally differently. Look, Uranus is very unique, and my friends could have some kind of unique ideas, and you know, I don't agree with either with investment, either the way I'm earning money, and you know, I didn't ask opinion, and they keep telling me, and it hurts my feelings. So it is kind of rebellion situation against each other. So it is like, you know, I don't agree with you, and Uranus is the mega mind. Uranus is the long-term memory. It's the higher mind. It's the it's the knowledge from the collective. So it could be like a very different opinion, and that's clashing with my values, because second house is values. So your values is not, my truth is not your truth. And quite frankly, truth is based on, it's a battle of perspective, and it's based on or personal experience. And both people can have truth in the same time, but it's still clashing. So that kind of situation could rise. And then it's going to also square with North Node. So there is going to be a question for you, like, all right, so where do I belong from? What is the tribe I belong from? Where do I want to shine my lights? Because right now, what am I doing? It could be simple as it is what I'm doing many times, like giving free readings on social media, and I don't earn money for that. And it could be just simple as it is, what I have to do. I have to stop this, because enough is enough. I'm wasting my time, and my income, so that squares, it's not rising, and I'm not doing anything good for myself, always for others. So simple as it is. So you're going to have a different kind of approach, the way you are going to invest in yourself and making your salary. So that's very calming. Then on August 11th, we're going to have beautiful Venus going to your second house in Leo. It's shining, it's nurturing, it's lovely over here. But it's not nurturing, actually. It's self-nurturing. It's like, I want all the attention. And Leo, if you have Leo moon, sun, or rising, you want attention for sure. I do have a Leo moon though. And everything could be about, like the person. And in second house, it could be like, all right, say, look at me. Look at me, the way I create my money. I'm so proud of myself. And I'm quite, and actually Venus and Sun in the second house, and second house is money. You can find a new opportunity with your beauty to create money. Or, Venus could be simple as a cream to our face, or some kind of makeup. So you might going to just invent something that is beauty related, or just find some kind of income opportunities that is related to beauty. And you can, and Venus is also material, not just the love itself and the beauty itself. So in the second house, it's doing really, really good for you. And, rising your salary because you created something, either with beauty, with art, and, you invested fine. All right, so yes, in Leo, it's going to do good for you in your second house. And then August 11th, yes, we talked about that. And the same day, August 11th, we're going to have Mars in your 11th house and Neptune in your 9th house. Look at those two planets. It's going to sextile. So sextile is a sweet aspect in astrology. It's not without challenge. So it's not like a trine when the success is granted and it's giving it to you on silver plate. Sextile is an opportunity, but you have to take on to, you have to initiate, you have to go for it. And, quite frankly, Mars is an initiator. And in the 11th house and 9th house, it could be something to become a spiritual warrior, because 9th house and, Pisces itself is very spiritual. Neptune is very spiritual. And 9th house ruled by Sagittarius originally, which is actually, or not just representing high education and loyalty and blessings over here, but also Sagittarius could be really deeply connected with the spirit as well, and the religion. It's the house of religion as well. So that could be like, I going to belong from a spiritual group, or I going to go. 9th house is traveling. And Neptune and Mars over here, 11th house and 9th house, I'm going to go to a retreat. Where is my tribe? I'm going to go with my tribe, and it's going to be some kind of spiritual retreat. And it could be something like go to the jungles, Amazon jungles, practice ayahuasca, do something like I'm gonna see the Chinese wall, I'm gonna go to Machu Picchu, anything deeply spiritual could represent this. What else can it be? So Neptune is forgiveness, and ninth house, it's like a spiritual practice. 11, it could be, okay, it could be something like you are going to forgive for someone. Mars is warrior, sometimes the evil. In 11th house, so a friend could have hurt you. And right now it's time for you to forgive, and you will be capable to forgive for the person. Okay, what else? I'm just checking my notes over there. So yes, we're going to have Saturn and Sun opposition. That's going to take place in your 8th and 2nd house. 8th and 2nd house, you see, 2nd house, Leo Sun, and there is Saturn in Aqua. So it's your money, your finance. So 8th house, as we talked about, it's other people's money, your bank system, insurance, inheritance, and then 2nd house is the way you make money. But right now it's opposition, and especially if it's a malefic involved. Saturn, not always malefic. Saturn is a social planet. It could be responsibility, but it's giving you a lot of delays, a lot of difficulties, definitely. And if it is having a bad aspect with any other malefic, it's become truly bad. So, over here, what you have, it is like the insurance money I was expecting from, or the inheritance I was expecting, it's delays. So it's my income is not rising, my belongings, but it's not rising right now because everything going to get delayed. Or I need to take on to another responsibility. I still need to go through some kind of a process with insurance, with mortgage, with anything I wanted, because of somehow they just, it's so slow and it's delayed. Okay, and the other thing, it's August 15. We're going to have Mercury and North Node and Mercury and Uranus trine. So Mercury is in your 3rd house and North Node and Uranus in your 11th house. So that's definitely friendship. 3rd house also travel, short-term travel. It's also not higher education, but some kind of education, speech, some kind of workshops. So, it is a trine over here. So it could actually be very beneficial. Trine, we were talking about that it's giving you on a golden plate, it's granted for you. So this opportunity that's coming to you, it could be like it's granted to you. Uranus is artificial intelligence. Mercury in 3rd house could be a vehicle. So you might going to purchase a Tesla, or you might going to invest in Tesla, or you might going to invest in electric car. It doesn't have to be Tesla, I'm sorry, something electric, because Mercury cars as well. So some kind of electric cars, or just get from a friend. It's trine, it's granted, it's easy. You might going to just get it from a friend. Or the 3rd house is also siblings. So maybe one of your sibling is very wealthy and, just want to help you, and it's creating this opportunity for you. But on the other hand, because it's North Node and North Node is karmic, 11th house is humanitarian, it's a project, Mercury in Virgo, very detail oriented. It's the best time for you to actually do a business plan. And it's a best time for you to create some kind of project that need to be very detailed, because your mind going to be there. And Mercury is the lower mind, lower brain. Uranus is the higher brain and the collective knowledge together. When they try, it is giving an aspect of genius. So this is really good time to study, to do researches, Yeah, that's what it is. All right. So August 16, we were talking about that. And then let's see 18. 18, we have Venus in Leo and we have Jupiter in Aries. So that is your second and 10th house. But Jupiter is in retrograde. And in fiery sign, it's impulsive, it's initiator, it's loves to be here. And you know why? Because Jupiter rules Pisces, and it's the old avatar of Pisces, and actually rules with Neptune and rules Aries as well. And okay, Diana, let me put that on. And then what can happen here? So Jupiter is a blessing, and in the 10th house of career, you might have an opportunity coming back to you with your career. Or, you know, like you get a recognition or you get a Nobel Prize, for example, maybe it was promised to someone else, and or you are an actor, or you know, like something is coming back to you here, and it's really, really good. Jupiter went in retrograde end of the month, last month, so yeah, it's great. And with Venus, Venus is love and money, and that trine is like in your second house of finance. It's money from your career, bonus from your career, reputation from your career, so your self-values. You will feel more worthy, because Venus also self-worth as well, the way we are looking at ourselves. And sometimes if we make money, or if we achieve something in career and financial abundance, we feel worthy. So simple as it is. All right, then let's go and move forward. So we were talking about this on August 18th. So then August 20, we will have Mars going to Gemini in your 12th house, where Pallas Athene is. Pallas Athene is the wisdom of asteroids, and asteroid and Mars over here in your 12th house doesn't like to be in 12th house, because its 12th house is low and murky, and Mars is fast and wanna move on. And you know, it's almost like muddy for Mars, and then just, you know, like, just think of that. Mars is fire, and 12th house could be murky, muddy water, or mud itself, or a swamp. So swamp put on this fire. It's like, oh, no, I don't want to be here. But it's in Gemini, and in Gemini, actually, it's not that bad. However, because Gemini is air, so Gemini is helping the fire to become bigger. And you know, Mars going to go retrograde over here. So usually Mars is in a sign for 6 weeks, but right now it's going to be 7 months, because it's going to go retrograde in Gemini in your 12th house. So it's going to be a lot of you know, Mars is very fast. It's like fast thinking, and the Gemini is also like, okay, I need to think. The retrograde, something could come back to you with either mental illnesses or some kind of alcohol, drug issues, because 12th house rules that. But Gemini is a solution. Gemini is a talking solution. So you might going to find someone who you can talk to about this situation. Yes. All right. And then let's see what else is happening. So I didn't talk about the full moon. I passed by the full moon. It's going to happen August 11th, and it's going to happen in Aquarius, 19 degrees, 21 minutes. And the full moon is when the moon and the sun is opposing to each other in the sky. And then Aquarius is a humanitarian project. Moon is your emotion. The moon is who you mother yourself, your inner child, who you were mothering by your mother, and you know, who you mother your children, or your who you nurture, because if it's a male who is watching, who you nurture, your dogs, because moon is also dog. So yes, in your 8th house, Saturn is there. So it could be like you, because full moon is completion and ending. And it could be like you might going to need to let go of your dog. So it could be, unfortunately, an exit of you, because the moon rules dogs as well. And because it's conjunct with Saturn, and Saturn, you know, the conjunction and full moon is ending. It could be in your 8th house, it could be some kind of death related issue. Also, moon is female figure in our life, so it could represent an inheritance from a female figure as well. And this full moon actually going to conjunct with Saturn, so we were talking about that, square with Uranus and North Node, and trine with Pallas Athenae. So Pallas Athenae is the wisdom in the 12th house. It has like an understanding of the passing. So you might have to put your dog down, and you will say, all right, I understand why. I don't want my dog suffer, and I need to take this step even if it hurt so much. Or that has some kind of spiritual understanding with Pallas. It has some wisdom behind. And then also it squares with Uranus and it squares with North Node. So, okay, so what can it be, 8th and 11th house? That is like some kind of, you will enter a new spiritual group. You will, you know, we were talking about that. You will create a new spiritual group where you belong from. But right now, you also have to consider to leave some friendship behind what is not growing with you, that doesn't give you any satisfaction anymore, and it's not good for your soul. So it is like a kind of grief, but you know you have to let go of some people because of they are toxic in your life. That could represent that. Okay, so we are gonna go back actually to Mercury and Neptune opposition, because Mercury is in Virgo and Neptune is in your 9th house in Pisces, and 3rd and 9th house. It could be some kind of argument with your neighbor, or it could be some kind of argument, but you know, it's more like emotional, because Neptune is emotional. It's not like very verbal over there. It could be like your neighbor just being passive aggressive, or your sibling, and just stop talking to you. Oh yeah, I know, because of 3rd house is also medical, not medical device, but some kind of communication device. So it could be like your neighbor gonna ghost you, never going to tell you why is he mad at you, or your sibling not going to answer your phone calls. So it could be that as well. Okay, and it could involve actually some kind of alcohol and drug situation. So you might, or she might have been drunk or under drug, some kind of drug influence, and that's why you stop talking. That's why you have enough, or she or he has enough and just stop because of that's what happened. And then let's go to August 27th, when we're going to have Venus square Uranus and North Node. August 27th, Venus already going to ingress. We have Leo, yes, and yeah, it's in Leo. I was talking about that. And on the 22nd, the sun going to go to Virgo for you in your 3rd house of communication, sibling, neighbors. And then Venus going to square with North Node and Uranus, 11th and 2nd house. Well, as I said before, they don't value the way you are making your money. Some people, some friends don't value the way you are making your money. Maybe you rely on your beauty, and it's maybe internet related. Maybe you making money with OnlyFans or whatever, and a friend found out, and they are like, okay, I'm done with you. I don't want to be friends with someone who is on this OnlyFans group or whatever. Simple as it is. And then August 27th, we're also going to have Sun and Mars square to Sun over here. Mars is in Gemini, Virgo, and squaring, and that is 12 and third house matters. 12th house is your mental stability. It's like anxiety with Mars, and the third house. But it could be simple as it is, like I need some medical attention because of I'm going to have some kind of inflammation. Third house is your neck. 12th house is medical attention. It could be hospital or something like that, but I'm going to need some kind of medical attention because of thyroid storm or anything over here. And Mercury is there also, so don't forget, yes, it could indicate some kind of thyroid storm as well. And I wanted to also talk about the new moon. The new moon is going to take place for you in your third house. The new moon is when the moon and the sun conjunct together, it's merging together, the lovers, the male and the female in heaven, and then it's in your third house, which is like communication, siblings, neighbors, and something. It's a new beginning on that area for you. So this new moon actually going to square with Mars. And Mars is in your 12th house again. It is some kind of it could be actually some kind of bad dreams, indicate some kind of bad dreams, or it could be some kind of issue with your neighbor or siblings again. And it could be like 12th house is also representing jail as well. So it could be you might going to need to call the police on your neighbor or some situation like that. Okay, guys, and August 28th, when Venus and Saturn going to do, oh, I was talking about that before already, yes. So that is your forecast for August. Also, I wanted to say on August 24th, Uranus is going to go to station retrograde. And when planet is stations retrograde, it's really close to the Earth. So it magnifies the aspect it's making in your house and whatever it's making with your natal chart. And Uranus is the rebel, Uranus is chaos, and the unexpected thunders and storms, fiery tornadoes could be as well. So yeah, it indicates, and you know, it is in your 11th house, so there could be a chaos coming back in your social group. Some kind of unexpected event in your social group. But we're going to talk about that later on because I'm going to do another video. If you liked my forecast, please don't hesitate to like it. Subscribe to it, press the like button. I'm truly grateful for your trust in me so I can guide you on your spiritual journey. Check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. Thank you so much for your attention. Till we meet again. See you in September. Bye.